Yo, what's up guys? It's Ric Rom here on the FigureRom channel, and it's been a while since I made a longer type of video. The last one I think I did was on the Batman Cape Crusader McFarlane figure. And I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while, ever since I saw it like after Christmas, the day after Christmas. I saw Blokees was pretty much trending. I saw a lot of Transformer Blokees like at my local retail store, and I just wanted to give it a shot, man. And this was the first one I bought. I wasn't expecting it to be like a full-fledged like model kit, but I haven't built a good model kit in a while. The last one I built were probably some Gundam high grade kits, but I really wanted to try this out because I saw this brand was blowing up on YouTube, more specifically YouTube Shorts, because I would see it all the time on my YouTube Shorts feed and people would use them in stop motions, and I saw that their blind box stuff is the stuff that's been popping off. But yeah, here it is. This is how it looks like out of the box. All the runners are out in center, and on the box is advertised that you don't really need nippers to cut these out, but I was gonna treat this as a normal model kit as I usually would, so I took out the runner separator and I just got straight to business, man. And right now this is more theatrics because when it comes to the runner separator, they do fall apart really easily. They're not Gundam high grade runners, or sprues as you call them, but yeah, they were pretty like interesting to see, because some of the sprues and some of the runners, they had like the parts painted, and some of the parts were like already just molded in with the color. But yeah, this was really interesting to see, man, because there was a lot of different parts to the figure, and I was expecting it to be something like kind of like a, what was it, like a frame arms or metal arms type of thing, where you just pop out some of the pieces and put it like on a frame. No, this is something you actually have to like build up to, man. You have to build up everything. It's exactly like an oversized high grade model kit from Gunpla. And you'll see the different colors here. You see the red, blue, the silver, and you can even see some of the painted stuff like later down the road. But yeah, man, this is actually really interesting because the more I like saw and like observed the sprues as I was putting them on the separator, the more it looked like an oversized Gundam model kit. And I don't mean like a, you know, like a Re 100 or a Master Grade, because I rarely built those recently, but it is something you can see that just by looking at it, it looks a little bit more stylized than what a normal model kit looks like. And of course I had to end it off with the Autobot symbol on the shoulder pieces. And here's how the manual looks like. It looks really cool. Here's just a quick zoom in towards it. And I did build the head a little bit off camera, and I was just already just impressed with how the molding looked like. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit bigger once I saw like how big the head was, but it was pretty cool just being able to cut out these things. I know it's advertised that you don't really need nippers, but usually when it comes to kits like this, I like using nippers. Unless it's like an entry grade where it's already like kind of like meets you halfway, where you don't have to like pop out or like nip out anything. I was just treating this as like a wood Gundam model kit, and I was just having a lot of fun building it, man. It's been a while since I actually built like a model kit this way, where I took out the X-Acto mat and then like the nippers, and I was just like having, you know, so much fun with it. It did take me a while. It was about, I think, a little bit over 2 hours, just because I was building this like on and off while just putting some stuff in the background. But at the same time, it's like, man, I was cutting these pieces out. I'm like, dude, this feels exactly like how you would build a Gundam. You start with the head, sometimes the chest, the shoulders, the forearms, and all that stuff, and it just felt super cool, man. I haven't built like a model kit this way in forever, and you can just see how like the inner workings of it just kind of impress you. You know, and this is a company that comes from China. I think Blokees is a China-based company, and they're really like impressive when it comes to the model kit building side of these things. You can definitely tell this has been inspired by like Gunpla a lot, and you can just see me just showing off different types of pieces. Like this looks like something you would see in the inner frame of like just Gundam pieces, and it's amazing to see that they're doing it for Transformers, which is pretty cool. A lot of people like to mix up the two IPs, but you know, this was my first Blokees, and it was something I wasn't expecting to like as much. It was just giving me a lot of nostalgia to when I first started building like Gundam model kits from like a few years ago, and it just like, gave me a lot of joy. I'm usually not a big fan of Transformer model kits, but this Blokees one was just way different, man. It just looks so cool. And then there's even like inner parts to the frame, like Optimus Prime's like wheels from his trailer mode. You can see that here. They rotate and everything, and it's like, dude, you're never gonna see that because this thing doesn't transform. But just the fact that they add so much detail in it is just so amazing. But that being said, here comes a quick model kit ASMR montage that I see in other videos. So We'll give that a quick look. But now that that's out the way, look at how cool this Optimus Prime looks right after he's been built. And man, look how sweet he looks. He looks really cool. I like the style of it. He does have like really big, giant proportions, but he doesn't look super SD like as you would see like as an SD Gundam or super deformed stuff. And also just look at all the extra accessory comes with. He comes with jetpacks, some interchangeable stuff for his forearms, the Autobot base and the Autobot magnet symbol, Energon, and he even has stickers and decals for him too, which is insane. And those stickers and decals are meant to be put on the little like laptop or communication stuff that you see on his forearm. He does have panels where you take them out and you can see him being switched out for like the hologram or the little like laptop keyboard he has like in some of the older episodes. And it was super well built to the point where I had to like take like a tool just pop out the panels. And yeah, this is how he looks like with the little laptop, man. It just reminds me of the old school Masterpiece Optimus Prime that came out like in the late 2000s. And it's just insane like how much detail and love he has. And the Energon axe was pretty cool, man. I always love it when they give him an Energon axe or an Energon sword. And posing him was pretty cool. I'm not the best poser when it comes to figure posing, but he just looks so sick with like his weapons and stuff, man. It just feels so different. And here he is with his fuel rod cannon. Well, not his fuel rod cannon, but like basically his Transformers cannon. And you can even pop out the back panel, right? And you can get his jetpack in there too. But it was, like I said, it was really well built to the point where you had to have some force to take it out, man. And you can see the 2 peg holes there, and I tried to like take it out for the edit. But yeah, look, he comes with a giant jetpack for Optimus Prime, and it just makes it look more awesome. And it's just like you get a lot of bang for your buck right here, man. And just look at the proportions of the way he looks. He just looks so sick. You can even see the matrix inside the window panels, and he just looks amazing, man. And then the base was something that was pretty cool. It is something that is really impressive, especially since he comes with the Autobot symbol. I don't think I put the decal on it, but it does look pretty sick. The molding is pretty cool. And that Autobot symbol is a magnet as well. And you can even see that it has 2 peg circles there that click into the peg holes underneath his feet. And you can even put the accessories around the base just so you don't have a need to lose them or have a need to store them away. And he just looks so cool, man. It looks amazing. I can't praise this enough. But here's something that I want to show you that's something pretty cool. The Matrix of Leadership is something you do build. It is painted already, and it clicks in his chest as always. It is removable, but it is something you do have to build, and it did take me a while to try and pop it out. It was something pretty scary to take out. But yeah, once you be able to take it out, you can have him hold it, or just have him like displayed with like the chest open. I wasn't going to make him hold it because it was something that I thought was going to take a while to do. And I really just wanted to get this review out, but it's something you can click on and click out of his chest. And this is the most impressive part. Look at what the magnet does, man. We brought that back. And just look at what it's going to be able to do. Yo, that's so sick. You can light up his chest and his eyes for the Matrix of Leadership, man, with that magnet. There's a built-in battery pack in there that just turns on and turn off with the magnet. And it's so cool, man. This already made the model kit worth it to me. And that's something you really don't see until you like customize stuff yourself in model kit building, like whether it be like for the high-end gunpla kits and stuff. But dude, so for something that's like less than $50, I bought mine for like $45, although this thing does retail for around $35. It's something I was like, man, this really made the model kit worth it for me, man. This is something so cool. It actually kind of made me like change my mind about Blokees, because when I first saw it, I really liked how holographic the boxes were. but I just like how consumer friendly it is, and just like how like much value you can get in just one model kit. I have built other model kits, other higher end model kits. Like I see here is my aerial model kit that was about $50, and my Tech Command Blade one, which is about $100. But that just made me remember just like old model kits were just worth more money and just more bang for your buck. And it just feels so cool because look how big he is compared to these other model kits, and this just reminded me of what I liked about model kit building. And here's something I'm going to show you guys that it brought me back to like a time from when I was younger, and he just reminded me of this dude. He reminded me of the Mega Man model kit I got a long time ago from Blokees, and that's what it clicked inside my head where I was like, man, no wonder I got this Optimus Prime, because he looks like a Maverick. His proportions look stylized, but not in a way where it's like super deformed. He looks like you can just put him like next to like a Mega Man. He looks like a Robot Master or like a Maverick, you know, something closer to that. And then you see how proportionate it is to a Hasbro figure, and you just put Optimus and Mega Man next to him, and they look like they fit in the same universe, you know. But my comparison aside, this is just a great model kit, man, and Blokees has been killing it. I've seen that they've been getting other IPs other than Transformers. They have like Ultraman, Marvel, I think even Hatsune Miku, and like Saint Seiya, and just this really just like made me lean towards this company. And if they make more model kits like this, I'm 100% going to be buying them. I saw that they made a Megatron one, and that's my goat, so I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and buy him. I can't wait to build that just so I can put him right next to this Optimus Prime, because the G1 designs for Optimus Prime Megatron will always be legendary, and this model kit does them way more justice than the other ones I've seen by other companies. And I was feeling a little bit burnt out when it came to building a lot of Gundam model kits. I built so many Gundam model kits throughout the years, and I just kind of got burnt out by them. There's a lot of model kits I have in my backlog, but once I saw this Optimus Prime, I just liked the style, and like the box just kind of popped out, you know. And I like the holographic box that the Blokees put their figures or their model kits inside, and it just really grabs your attention. Do I recommend this model kit? I really do recommend this model kit, especially if you can get it for less than $40. You get a lot of value for this, man. Although he's not super articulated because of his design, he is one of the best figures and model kits I've seen, man. He's really durable. I say he is like kind of like a figure too, because I showed my brother this and he kind of dropped him on the floor, and he didn't break at all. He didn't feel super fragile compared to like the other model kits I showed before. But yeah, they're basically just like built figures, you know. Like this model kit has a lot of weight and heft to it, and if you're looking into like getting into Transformers, or you just don't want like a Transformers figure that costs like a lot of money and you're not going to transform, but you want something super stylized and cool, I would highly recommend this Optimus Prime Blokees, and I'm going to be reviewing some more in the future. But yeah, I highly recommend it, and go out and buy yourself a Blokees G1 Optimus Prime Action Edition. And after that, I just decided to buy a lot more Blokees, so yeah, feel free to look forward to these on the YouTube shorts. And yeah, Ric Rom on the FigureRom channel signing out.